Buonasera studenti, come state? Allora, oggi che faccio? Che faccio stasera? What am I doing this evening? Che faccio? Faccio, I'm doing. Faccio un video della settimana 8, sì, week 8. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've only got a few weeks left, haven't we? Sì. Ok. Che cosa abbiamo fatto nella settimana 8, scusa. Okay, so that was last week. That was actually 8 giorni fa. 8 giorni fa. Yeah? 8 days ago. So, perché non abbiamo una lezione questa settimana, ci vediamo invece la settimana prossima. So we'll see each other next week instead. So, okay, so at the start of the last lesson, we actually looked at some homework from the previous week, so week 7. So you would have had questo documento qui, so this document, so those who came to my class. Abbiamo qui il verbo andare. E che significa andare? Andare means to go. Significa in inglese to go. So this is the verb you need if you want to say I'm going, vado, okay, you are going, like one of you, the to form, vai, vai a scuola, you're going to school, lui, lei va, he or she is going, or it is going. Think of when you say, come va, how is it going? That's the third person singular form, that's this one here, ecco qui. Okay, this is the one that you probably remember. Andiamo, that means we are going, or alternatively it can be used as like an imperative, so let's go. Andiamo, andiamo, sì, sì, andiamo, okay, let's go. So I use that one a lot. Andate, that's the voi form, so that's you guys, you go. Then we have vanno. So vanno is for loro, when we're talking about them. So we could be talking about I ragazzi, like the boys, or we could be talking about le ragazze. Le ragazze vanno a lavoro, so they are going to work. So we'll have a look at that again in a moment. In fact, I've written it out here, so guardiamo questo. Let's have a look at this. Look at, guardiamo, let us look. So that's the imperative we form of the verb guardare. So this verb, questo qui non è regolare, non si usa come il verbo guardare, non è lo stesso, no, non è. It's not the same as verbs that end in are, that are regular. So as you can see, instead of taking the stem of the verb, which is A-N-D, A-N-E-D, and then adding, say, an O or an I for the different forms, guardate, okay? Queste forme cambiano molto. They change a lot, these forms. So the first three here start off with a V, and then so does the last one, the loro form. They are going. But these two actually do follow the normal ARE format. So altogether, that is what an irregular verb does. It doesn't follow the normal forms of conjugation, okay? So, ma questo verbo è molto molto utile. It's a very useful verb, so you need to know this one. So, here we've got vado a lavoro. Vado a lavoro, I'm going to work. So, a is a preposition that means to, as in where you're going, okay? It can also mean at, like if you say sono a casa, a casa. So, a casa can either mean to home, like I'm going to my house, going home, or it can mean I am at home. So, that's a useful phrase because it can mean both of those. You can also, similarly, you can use the verb essere, which is another irregular verb, because it doesn't follow a normal pattern. So if I said sono a lavoro, I am at work. Sono a casa. I'm at home. I'm in the house. Sono a letto. I am a letto. So that can either mean to bed, like vado a letto, I'm going to bed. Or sono a letto, well, in English we would say I am in bed. So 3 really useful things there, which are listed on pagina 3 del documento della settimana 7. So that, have a look at page, oh, scusa, sì. So, yes, 1, 2, 3. You've got 3 columns here of useful phrases that can be used, in particular with this verb andare. For example, I'm going to the bar, I'm going to bed, I'm going to school, to the restaurant. So we'll look at those in a minute. So, continuiamo, okay, let's continue. Vado al lavoro. You are going home or to the house. He or she, va a letto, is going to bed, or goes to bed. Andiamo, so that means we are going, or we go. Remember, there's the 2 forms of present tense in English. There's the we go, we like, we eat. That's maybe for things that you do habitually. Like normally we go to bed at 5. But you can also use the present continuous, which is that kind of ing form. So we are going. So the main verb you translate in that sentence is the verb to go. You don't need to translate the are or the ing. So it's just andiamo, we're going. Okay, let's make that sentence longer with something from page 3 of week 7. So andiamo, andiamo, let's use a time sort of phrase. Andiamo domani. Che significa questa frase? Che significa? What does it mean? We are going tomorrow. Okay, so it can also mean, and you'll know this by context, if, say, there was an exclamation mark and someone said it with lots of gusto, andiamo domani. See, andiamo domani. It can mean, hey, let's go tomorrow. So it could be like a suggestion or like an imperative. Andate. Okay, so you guys, I could say, for example, use a question word in front of it. Dove andate? Let's use then a day of the week. So, oggi è martedì, it's Tuesday. Domani è mercoledì. Il dopodomani è, so that's the day after tomorrow, è giovedì. So we're going to say, dove andate giovedì? Remember, Italian, that's a little grave accent there. Italian doesn't use capital letters for things like days of the week or months of the year. Sometimes you might see them in capitals, but it's not like English, so don't. That's why I don't put them in capitals when I remember. And that's the same also for languages. So names of countries have capitals, languages, Italiano, Francese, etc. Just lowercase. So the question, dove andate giovedì? So I could be asking all of you that. Gli studenti, voi, dove andate giovedì? Where are you going on Thursday? So if you had like a plan of where you're going, you could answer andiamo a scuola. We're going to school. Andiamo al bar. Hey, we're going to the bar. Oh, great plan. Andiamo a Cardiff. So, as is listed on this page here, page 3 with the columns, useful little phrases, you can use the preposition a. I'll use it here. Vanno a plus the name of a town or a city, or like, a place, but not a country, okay, because there's a slightly different rule for that. So, vanno a Cardiff. That's the capital city of my lovely country, Wales. So, vanno a Cardiff means they are going to Cardiff. So, dove andate giovedì? Andiamo a Cardiff, we're going to Cardiff. Andiamo a Bristol. Andiamo a Parigi, we're going to Paris. Andiamo a Londra. So certain, like the capital cities of countries, other countries than Italian ones, other cities than Italian cities, may often have like an Italian spelling. So Parigi is Paris, Londra is like London, and so on and so on. Okay, so that's the verb andare, the irregular verb andare, and there's like a few of these little kind of phrases with the preposition a. Now, let me just consult my little plan for this lesson, make sure I haven't missed anything major. Okay. Okay, right, so there is another little phrase I'd like to introduce, or another preposition really, and it's the preposition in, right, just the same as English. So, for example, I'll put over here, I'll just put a sentence. Andiamo. Vedete così? Can you see like that? Yeah? See? Andiamo? See, I think you can. Andiamo in... Ah, sì, sì, sì. Andiamo in macchina. Ok. Andiamo in macchina. Che significa andiamo in macchina? Qui, macchina. Che cos'è macchina? So what is macchina? In inglese. In inglese. In inglese macchina significa car, right? So andiamo in macchina translates as we're going by car. So it's the mode of transport you're taking. Use my black pen. Voi andate, let's see, where are you going? Andate a Parigi, why not? Perché no? Andate a Parigi in aereo. Aereo. By plane, right? So even though in English we say by plane or like on a plane, there's like little set phrases, especially for transport. So in macchina significa by car. You are going to Paris by plane or in a plane. There's also in bicicletta, by bike, by bicycle. So you'll find that on that page 3. I've got these pages out of order here, so it's difficile trovare. It's difficult to find. So there's a whole list of like little items that you can use with the verb andare, but the main thing is to remember andiamo, right? Because it's useful if you travel together. Then you'll be talking about what we do, because there's more than 2 of you. If you're travelling on your own, you'll need that verb, the conjugated verb vado. Ad esempio, so for example, somewhere, qualche parte c'è. Ah, c'è questo qui, ecco qui, here it is. C'è il mio itinerario. Okay, so this, you've seen mio before. I haven't looked too much at possessors, but that means my. Il comes before the word my, or la mia, like la mia macchina, my car. Il mio itinerario, so my itinerary. So this is just an excuse to use the verb andare with some days, with some times, and also with some places, because that's what we looked at in week 8. So places you find in town. Guardiamo insieme, ok? Andiamo, let's go. Stasera, andiamo un po' più vicino, let's go a little closer. Così sì, ok. Stasera, I haven't used the verb andare here, so I've told you what I'm doing. Lavoro in ufficio. Ok, stasera, martedì sera, lavoro in ufficio, ok? I'm not going out. Ma domani, tomorrow, è mercoledì, vado a lavoro. Poi vado alla palestra. E dopo vado alla macelleria. So, che cosa ho detto? Allora, qui ho detto vado a, so, penna nera, so, domani vado a lavoro, I'm going to work, okay, vado a lavoro. Poi, then I said poi, that means then, poi, vado alla palestra. Then I'm going to the, right? That's one word, but it puts the preposition to and the article the together. A plus la equals alla. We'll come on to that. Poi vado alla palestra. Sì, vado alla palestra. Okay, I'm going to the gym after I go to work. Dopo, afterwards or after, vado alla macelleria. Questo è vero. So this is true, actually. Dopo la palestra, vado alla macelleria. So, che cos'è macelleria? It's a place in town. Qui a Chepstow c'è una buonissima macelleria che si chiama Trim's. Okay, so there's a new butcher's, fantastic, which is called Trim's Butchers. Okay. Dove vado? Io dove vado giovedì. So where am I going on Thursday? Dove? Where? Okay, so giovedì, prima, so first. Prima vado da un amico. Da un amico. So this is something you'll find, that da, also a preposition. In this instance, it means un amico is a friend. Okay. Da un amico means round to a friend's house. Da in front of a name, like for example, da Chiara would mean Chiara's place. Da Paolo would mean Paolo's place. So it could be his house or his place of work, but it sort of belongs to him or he is responsible for that place. So giovedì, prima, vado da un amico. So I'm going round to a friend's. Dopo, so afterwards, dove vado? Where am I going? Vado, I'm going alla biblioteca. Anche questo è vero. This is true too. Dopo vado alla biblioteca. So afterwards I'm going to the library. See, okay, so this was these are places that we looked at in week 8. So now I'm deliberately putting in these alla, alla, alla. So in fact most of these ones here, if I was saying I'm going to the pharmacy, for example, I would also say vado alla. Ooh, it's getting a bit skewy, isn't it? Alla, because it's la farmacia, the pharmacy. It's a feminine word. La biblioteca, the library. La macelleria, the butchers. La palestra, the gym. This one works slightly differently, but we'll come on to that. We'll explain that in lesson. So questo qui, questo non è una parola femminile, è una parola maschile. Il parco, so the park. Sorry if you can't see that, let me go down there. Il parco, okay? So venerdì, dove vado? Where am I going? This is the answer. Venerdì vado al parco. Al parco. I'm going to, I'll come back onto that on a different sheet, I think. Yeah, because I'm just wondering sort of how much information to give you now. Vado al parco. So, al is in front of parco because a, which means to, plus il, which means the. We don't say vado a il parco. No, non si dice in italiano. Si dice vado al parco. So a plus il equals al. Similarly, a, which means to, and la, which means the, in front of feminine words like la farmacia, becomes alla. So this is something that's going to be really useful for you, and well, basically all of the prepositions follow this format, so this is something that you're going to use next week, and probably in every other Italian lesson you do in the future, so keep it in mind. Ok, so that's il mio itinerario. Che cosa facciamo adesso. So what are we going to do now? Che cosa studiamo adesso? Prossimo, the next thing. So I think the first thing to do is probably try and make a bit of space. Zoom out. Sorry if I've cut my head off during this. Ma non c'è problema, it's not a problem. As long as you can see most of the board. Okay, so I'm just going to go through some of these places. So on this board, most of these words are maschili, so masculine words. So let's have a little look at them, shall we? So I can't put all of the list that you have for your class handout because it's just too long. But I've tried to find the ones that are, I think, the most useful. So, guardiamo il primo, il bancomat. Il bancomat, okay, so it's got il in front of it because it's a masculine word. That's an ATM or a cash point. ATM. Maybe that's not the best colour. Blue, maybe? Forse usiamo il blu. Oh, I should probably explain. Stasera porto un cappello di lana, like a woolen hat, perché ho freddo, okay, because I'm cold. So in Italian, instead of saying I am cold, like we do in English, we say ho freddo. Oh, let me show you how it's written. Ho freddo. I have, there you go, cold. Stasera ho freddo. Actually, it's not too bad now, but you say I have cold. Similarly, if you're hot or you're warm, ho caldo. So we don't say sono caldo, sono freddo. No, you say ho freddo, ho caldo. Using the verb, well, which verb is it? Avere. Sì. So, avete caldo voi? Are you hot? No? Avete freddo? Sì? Sì. Anch'io ho freddo. Me too. So, freddo and caldo, you'll see these words, they mean cold and hot. So, il bancomat significa ATM. Il bar, well, that's pretty obvious, isn't it? It's the same as the English, so that's a bar. This is one that Caroline asked about. Il distributore, oh, that's a long word, di benzina. Distributore di benzina. So that is a petrol station or a place, that's petrol there, la benzina. Il distributore is a place where you go and get it. So I have given you alternative words because sometimes there's more than one word, but so you might see benzinaio, it's the same thing and it's written on your list. Il ristorante, okay, so that's the restaurant, so dov'è il ristorante? Where is the restaurant? Andiamo al ristorante. Have a look at that. Andiamo, as an example, al ristorante. So this is an example of where a, which means to, plus il, which is at the front of all of these masculine words, becomes al. So if you're saying we are going to the restaurant, it's al. Same with all of these ones here. Supermercato, supermarket. Il museo. So museum. Excuse me, let me just get a drink. Stasera bevo acqua calda, okay, acqua calda, so that's the same as that word there, hot water, con un po' di succo di limone, so with a bit of lemon. Ah, qui il succo di limone, mi piace molto, è anche come un po' di zenzero. Zenzero è ginger, so that's what I'm drinking this evening. Perché ho freddo? Because I'm cold. And I don't want to get a cold. I feel like I might be on the edge of one, you know. So, come si dice, I'm going to the museum. Come si dice, I'm going. Sì, cominciamo con vado. Yes, we start with vado. To the museum. So we do the same as here and here. Al, instead of a il, al. Vado al museo. Il centro commerciale. That means the commercial centre, the shopping centre, the place where the shops are. That word there, il centro, that means the centre. So you'll see that on like signs when they're directing you to the middle of the town. These ones here all are masculine places, but they start with a vowel. So when you're saying the hospital or the tourism office or the airport, we use L apostrophe. So this is how you pronounce them. L'ospedale, l'ufficio turistico, l'albergo, l'aeroporto, l'aeroporto. So all of these are masculine as it happens. So what if we wanted to say, like if I asked you che cosa, oh scusa, if I asked you dove andate domani, so where are you going? And you wanted to tell me we're going to the hospital. Ooh. You would start off with andiamo, so that means we're going. Now we've got a plus an L. A plus L. So a plus L, sorry, and an apostrophe, followed by a word or a place beginning with a vowel. So that becomes al with an apostrophe. All'ospedale. Andiamo all'ospedale. Now, the nice thing about this, when this happens a lot in Italian and other languages, when you're speaking, all'ospedale, that al bit sounds basically the same as al ristorante. You can't really tell that it's got two L's and an apostrophe, although in Italian when you've got two letters you do pronounce them sort of almost twice, so all'ospedale instead of al ristorante. So, come si dice, we're going to the hotel. We are going to the hotel. Andiamo all'albergo. Yeah, so you've got to get used to using these like lots of vowels. So these are just some of the places. Il bancomat. Oh, let's do a little test. Little test. See what you remember. Some of them are kind of obvious, aren't they? So, come si dice? Come si dice? We're going to use a whole sentence when you answer, okay? So it'll be something like, he or she is going to the wherever. So, come si dice? He is going to the restaurant. So it's quite hard. He or she is going. Okay, so you need to use the verb andare. Okay, so that would be he or she. Va, lui or lei va. What did I just say, to the restaurant? Sorry if I've forgotten. So we've got ristorante, we want to say to the restaurant. Yeah, a plus il, va al ristorante. Molto bene. Ok, come si dice? I am going to the supermarket. Come si dice? Vado, sì, to the supermercato, sì. Molto bene. Okay, now we're going to say something in the negative. I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not going. Let's go back to a feminine place. So, macelleria. Okay, one of my favourite places at the moment, even though I don't really eat much meat. Macelleria. La macelleria. So, I'm not going to the butcher's. When you're saying I'm not going, you just put non in front of vado. Non vado alla macelleria. To the butcher's. Macelleria, macelleria. Non vado. So, if I change my plan, I could say domani non vado alla macelleria. Vado alla palestra. Okay, I'm going to the gym. So, I mean, once you get familiar with the verb andare, like the fact that it changes, so we've got vado, vai, lui, lei, va. andiamo, andate, vanno. People tend to get like the you plural and the they form mixed up. So andate and vanno, they start with different letters, but once you get used to those irregular verbs like that, their forms, you start to get a lot freer with your language, especially if you can put them into the negative. So that's from week 7, but you can use the week 7 handout with the week 8 handout with the place names. Place names on page 2 to make sentences like that. I'm going to the wherever. So we also did, at the beginning of last week, we sang Happy Birthday to Nick. We sang Tanti auguri a te, tanti auguri a te, and it was so sweet. Got a bottle of una bottiglia di prosecco. Grazie mille, Nick. I hope you had a lovely birthday. We did a transcription, or I showed you a transcription of the video that I sent you while I was on holiday. Yeah, talking about what I could see in the distance. Also, we had a quick look at little phrases that describe where things are. So, like, for example, the church is next to the library. The car park is opposite the, I don't know, the supermarket. So we haven't really looked at those yet, but I'm hoping to do something with that next week. As part of your homework, this is just really to get you familiar with the names of places. So you've got this page, which you've now got a week to do if you've got the time, with all the little sort of images relating to places in town. I posti nella città, okay? So I don't expect you to remember them all. Like, maybe try and spear mark a few that you'll actually need when you go to Italy, like the bank, la banca, cash point, the hospital, I don't know, depending on whatever your needs are. So try and figure out how you pronounce them and or spell them. And I'd like you to describe what's in the place that you live. So if you live in Chepstow, you could say, for example, here's something to start you off. Nella mia città, let me write this on here for you. In my town or my city, nella mia città c'è, there is, nella mia città, little accent there makes it like a città, like not città, città. Nella mia città c'è, che cosa c'è nella mia città? A Chepstow c'è, you have a little look for inspiration, c'è il fiume, there's the river, isn't it? Il fiume. C'è il castello, obviously, il castle. Ci sono, this isn't written on here, but ci sono, there are, tanti pub. Ci sono tanti pub or bar. Now, these two English words don't need to have an I or an E at the end to make them plural, because they're already foreign words, they just stay in the singular. That bit there is already telling you lots of something. You could also say, well, let me zoom in because I don't think you can see it so well. You could say what there isn't. So, nella mia città non c'è, there is not, what isn't there? Okay, so if you're saying what there isn't, you might need to, instead of saying there is not the cinema, you might need to say there is not a cinema. Okay, so by now, I would like you to start realising that if something is il cinema, then when you want to say one or a cinema, you say un. Non c'è un cinema, because it's a masculine word, so the masculine words will have il in front of them, that means the. But when you want to say one, you just say un. Okay, so if it's, let's see what there is, non c'è, a Chepstow non c'è una spiaggia, not technically anyway, una spiaggia, non c'è, there is not a beach. Okay, we do have Severn Beach nearby, but it's not really a proper beach. So, c'è il fiume, there is the river, c'è il castello, there's the castle, You could say c'è un fiume, c'è un castello. It's the same thing more or less, just like in English, the, a. But here we've got una spiaggia, because it's la, the feminine noun, the beach. So la spiaggia becomes una spiaggia. So if you live in Chepstow, tell me what there is or what there isn't. You can make the list or the description as long as you like. You don't need to say the butcher's is opposite the baker's, the bar is near to the bus station, unless you want to give that a go, but we haven't really looked at that. So just tell me what there is, and if we have time, we can sort of make a few sentences describing where they are. And for that, we'll need to know what happens when you've got the preposition a plus the article the, so al apostrophe. Okay, I think that's probably quite enough for this evening. Io vado a letto, ma ci vediamo la settimana prossima. So we'll see each other next week. If you've got any questions, please just give me a call or an email. I'm always here if you need me. In the meantime, buona serata, ciao and grazie. Bye.